Providence in the 1700s was a small colonial town on the edge of a river, quiet, muddy, and uncertain about its future. There were no skylines, no factories, no dense streets, only wooden houses, narrow paths, and ships arriving slowly along. The water. By the late 18th century, only a few thousand people lived here, yet this modest settlement in what would become Providence was already shaping trade, politics, and identity in early America. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life, allowing us to shift perspective, change camera angles, and move through the same scenes in ways their original artists never could. We can stand where merchants once stood. We can walk streets that barely existed. We can watch a port town slowly become a city. First, I want to talk about the river that made Providence possible. This is the Providence River. By the early 1700s, the Providence River defined the town's existence. This view shows wooden ships resting along narrow wharves in the foreground, their masts rising into a pale sky. In the midground, warehouses line the waterfront, long wooden structures stacked with barrels and crates. Boats drift slowly. Sailcloth snaps in the wind. The smell of salt, fish, tar, and wet timber hangs in the air. Workers unload cargo, rum, molasses, rope, iron tools. Ropes drag across planks. Dock workers shout directions as carts wait nearby. There is risk here. Storms damage ships. Ice blocks the river in winter. A single lost cargo can ruin a merchant. The river mattered because it connected the town to global trade. Opportunity arrived by water. By the late 1700s, ship traffic increased. Today, this same waterfront still shapes the city's identity. This view shows Market Square by the mid-1700s. Market Square formed the commercial center. This view shows muddy streets crossing an open space filled with carts, animals, and merchants. Stalls. In the foreground, farmers unload vegetables and grain. In the midground, traders weigh goods beside tavern doors. Early shop signs swing in the wind. The sounds are constant. Bargaining voices, boots in mud, wooden wheels creaking. Taverns are busy. Merchants meet inside candlelit rooms exchanging news, credit, and rumors from distant ports. There is tension in trade. Debt spreads quickly. Fire threatens wooden buildings packed close together. Market Square mattered because it concentrated economic life. It gave the town rhythm. Over time, buildings became more permanent. Today, this area remains a historic core. This is the Colonial waterfront. By the 1730s, the waterfront grew busier. This view shows warehouses stretching along the shore while wooden ships crowd the river. Barrels are rolled down planks. Crates are lifted by hand. The smell of tobacco, spices, tar, and seawater fills the air. Shipyard activity happens nearby. Carpenters shape beams. Iron nails ring against wood. Half-built hulls sit along the shoreline. There is moral complexity here. Trade networks link continents and systems of labor that carry human cost. The waterfront mattered because it powered growth. Without it, Providence would remain isolated. By the end of the century, larger vessels arrive. Today, remnants of this working shoreline survive. This view shows early residential streets. By the mid-1700s, neighborhoods expanded uphill from the docks. This view shows early colonial houses, simple wooden structures with small windows, fenced gardens and uneven paths. Muddy streets run between homes. Rainwater pools in deep ruts. Children step carefully around carts. Smoke drifts from chimneys. The smell of bread, stew, and firewood fills the air. Life is practical. Water must be carried. Repairs are constant. Winter brings hardship. Flooding affects lower homes. Disease spreads quickly in crowded conditions. Wealth differences are visible from one street to the next. These streets mattered because they show ordinary life, the quiet work that built the town. Over time, paths became planned streets. Some still follow colonial routes today. This is the First Baptist Meeting House. By 1775, the First Baptist Meeting House rises above surrounding homes. This view shows a larger structure overlooking smaller colonial houses and muddy roads. People gather in plain clothing. Taverns nearby remain busy before and after services. Religion shapes community decisions. Sermons influence political thought. There is tension in the era. Revolutionary ideas circulate. Debates move from taverns to meeting spaces. The building mattered because the town was founded by Roger Williams, whose ideas about religious freedom shaped its identity. The structure was later rebuilt. Today, the site remains historically significant. This view shows shipbuilding along the river by. The 1760s shipyard activity expands. This view shows large wooden hulls under construction, tools scattered in the foreground, and workers moving carefully across beams. Hammers echo. Saws cut steadily. The smell of fresh pine and pitch fills the air. Shipbuilding is dangerous. Timber shifts unexpectedly. Workers balance high above ground. It mattered because ships enabled everything: trade, travel, communication. By the late 1700s, techniques improved. Today, maritime heritage remains part of the region's story. This is Providence. During the American Revolution by the 1770s, tension transforms daily life. This view shows taverns filled with debate, militia gathering, and ships preparing for uncertain futures. In 1772, the Gaspee Affair, the burning of a British customs ship, becomes a defining moment nearby. Trade slows. Supplies fluctuate. Fear spreads alongside determination. Providence matters because it participates in revolutionary networks across New England. After independence, opportunity returns. Today, this revolutionary memory still shapes local identity. This view shows early industry emerging by the 1790s. Workshops appear along rivers and streets. This view shows water-powered machinery turning near small industrial buildings. The soundscape changes. Less sailcloth, more mechanical rhythm. Merchants invest in manufacturing. Workers adapt to new routines. Industrial change brings promise, but also risk. Longer hours, new inequalities, growing population pressure. This moment mattered because it marked transformation beyond trade. Today, Providence is closely tied to early American industry. This is College Hill. By the late 1700s, College Hill overlooks the growing town. This view shows academic buildings above clusters of colonial houses and warehouses. Students walk narrow paths. Bells echo over the river. The presence of Brown University, founded in 1764, signals intellectual ambition. Ideas spread from classrooms into taverns, meeting houses, and politics. College Hill mattered because it connected the town to education and influence. Today it remains one of the city's most recognizable historic landscapes. This view shows life in Providence at the close of the 1700s. By 1800, Providence feels busier. Wooden ships crowd the river. Warehouses expand. Taverns remain full of merchants and travelers. Muddy streets are still common. Early colonial houses stand beside newer, sturdier buildings. The town feels hopeful but fragile. Fires remain a threat. Economic cycles create uncertainty. Growth is uneven. Providence matters because it reflects early American transformation. Ambition built slowly. This is Providence at the turn of the century. By the turn of the 19th century, the outlines of a city appear. This view shows sunset across the river, ships anchored quietly, rooftops spreading into the distance. The town is still small, still imperfect, still becoming. There is possibility here. Trade, industry, education, and ideas converge. Yet the foundations hold, and that is what makes this place remarkable. When we look at these reconstructed scenes, the past does not feel distant. It feels close enough to walk through, close enough to hear boots in mud, shipyard hammers, and quiet conversations inside taverns along the waterfront. If there's another city, moment, or scene you'd like me to reconstruct and explore, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much.